Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, I don't think I need to tell you that the NFL season has been nothing short of unpredictable so far. But what's really catching the eye right now, especially for us Bears fans, is what's happening in the NFC North, particularly with a team that, let's be honest, has been struggling more than they probably expected this season. Yes, I'm talking about the New York Jets. They've started the year 0-4, and honestly, there's a lot to unpack there. Coming into the season, many fans and analysts believed that the Jets would be a team on the rise, perhaps even contending for playoff spots. But so far, it's been a nightmare for them. Their defense, which was supposed to be a strength, has been inconsistent, and their offense, led by quarterback Zach Wilson, just hasn't clicked the way they hoped. The Jets' offense is actually a story in itself. They've struggled to put points on the board, and the running game, which was supposed to be a big part of their attack, has been underwhelming. Now, this is where it gets interesting for us Bears fans, because this poor start could actually open up some opportunities. And I'm not just talking about the Jets losing games, I'm talking about potential trades, especially involving some key players that could impact our division in a big way. Right now, the Jets have a player who's been generating a lot of buzz, and that's Breece Hall. For those of you who aren't familiar, Hall is a talented young running back from Iowa State, and he's shown flashes of brilliance when healthy. The problem is, injuries have hampered his progress, and with the Jets off to such a dismal start, there's speculation that they might consider trading him before the deadline. And believe me, this isn't just idle chatter. Industry insiders like Bleacher Report's Alex have been discussing the possibility of a trade, suggesting that the Bears could make a play for Hall by offering a 3rd and 6th round pick in the 2026 draft. Now, why would the Bears be interested in Breece Hall? Well, for starters, our running back room has been a bit of a question mark this season. We have Kyle Monangai, a rookie who showed promise, but we're still lacking that consistent, reliable presence that can truly carry the load in key moments. Breece Hall, when healthy, is exactly that kind of back, dynamic, powerful, and capable of breaking open games. And with the Bears aiming to strengthen that position, especially as we look ahead to the second half of the season, bringing in a player like Hall could be a game changer. But it's not just about filling a hole, it's about strategic moves that could shape the franchise for years to come. You see, the Jets are in a tough spot right now. They've lost their first 3 games, and their new head coach Aaron Glenn is under a lot of pressure to turn things around. The team's struggles have made some players available, and Breece Hall might be near the top of that list, especially if they decide to rebuild or retool their roster. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Would it make sense for the Jets to trade such a young, talented player? Well, it's complicated. On one hand, trading Hall could seem like giving up on a promising talent. But on the other hand, if the Jets are serious about rebuilding and they see the season slipping away, moving Hall makes sense from a strategic standpoint, especially if they're considering free agency or draft options to replenish their roster. The Jets have also been dealing with injuries in their backfield. For instance, Braylon Allen, their other running back, was injured in a recent game against the Miami Dolphins, and his injury was described as pretty serious by Jets head coach Aaron Glenn. This injury situation could push the Jets to hold onto Hall, but it could also accelerate their decision to trade him if they believe they're out of playoff contention and want to start building for the future. For us Bears fans, this is a golden opportunity, because if Hall becomes available, he could be the missing piece in our backfield puzzle. Remember, this isn't just about adding talent. It's about making a smart move that aligns with our long-term plans, especially as we try to get back to playoff relevance and hopefully another Super Bowl run. Looking at the bigger picture, it's also worth mentioning that the Bears have been showing improvement this season. After a rough start, with a lot of new pieces adjusting to the NFL, we've managed to turn things around a bit. We're currently sitting at 2-2, which isn't perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. The team has been competing hard, and there's a real sense of optimism among fans that we're on the verge of something better. Our quarterback, Justin Fields, has been developing, and the coaching staff seems more committed than ever to building an offense that can compete with the best. And speaking of offense, one of the areas we really need to address is the running game. We've got some promising players, like Kyle Monangai, who's been doing his part, but we lack that consistent, game-changing back that can take over when it counts. That's exactly why the idea of trading for Breece Hall becomes so appealing. He's young, talented, and exactly the kind of player who can elevate our ground attack. Imagine a backfield that includes Justin Fields running the ball and Hall providing that explosive element we've been missing. It could really set the tone for our offense moving forward. But let's not forget, the NFL is a business. The trade deadline is always a tense period, and teams weigh their options carefully. For the Jets, moving Hall could be a way to free up cap space or acquire draft capital to rebuild quickly. For us, it's about making a strategic move that can boost our roster and help us compete more consistently. And it's not just about Hall. Other factors come into play, like how the Jets' other injuries might influence their decision. For example, with Braylon Allen's injury being pretty serious, the Jets may decide to hold onto Hall a bit longer if they think they can still salvage this season. But if they see no path to the playoffs, the smart money says they'll explore trades, and Hall's name will be front and center. The NFL is all about timing, and this could be the moment for the Bears to pounce. We have draft capital, a need at running back, and a team that might be willing to deal a player of Hall's caliber. It's a perfect storm, and I know that many of us Bears fans are already excited about the possibility. We want to see this team make smart moves that push us closer to our ultimate goal, returning to the Super Bowl and bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Chicago. Now, I want to remind everyone that this is just speculation for now, but it's rooted in real analysis and the current state of both teams. The Jets are in a tough spot, and their best players could be on the trade block. For the Bears, this represents a chance to add a talented young back who could be a cornerstone for years to come. It's a story that's still unfolding, and I'll definitely keep you updated on any developments. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe the Bears should go all in for Breece Hall, or do you think there are better options out there? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this franchise. Remember, we're all in this together, and every move the team makes is aimed at bringing us closer to that elusive Super Bowl victory. So stay tuned, because I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and news about the Chicago Bears and everything NFL. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.